who's the enemy? Is there a couple of German pocket battleships firing in on us? I had to go outside and look for myself because I counted 5 and 6 more explosions, and I thought, what's hitting us? There's no portholes in there so you can look out and see what's going on, but you sense that the ship's going way out of balance. So as the ship was tilting more, I went out on deck to see the water coming up on a waterway. It still didn't occur to me that the ship would capsize. By that time, others had started going over the side, so I assumed they'd heard the word to abandon ship. And I was one of the first 2 or 3 to swim to an officer's boat. As it was, it left 429 to drown, and 32 were cut out the next 2 days, or they would have been drowned too, out of a crew of about 1,380.
Now come the high-level bombers. Anyone who can find a gun and ammunition fights back. A second wave of attack planes continues to strafe and bomb. An exultant Taisuke Maruyama flies back to the carrier Hiryu with little fuel, but a lot of enthusiasm.
The bomb my plane dropped hit the battleship Oklahoma. Since it was my first mission, I was happy that my bomb did hit the Oklahoma and we won the battle.
Not all Japanese airmen make it back to their carriers. Meanwhile, Americans do what they can to contain the damage and rescue the injured. Battleship Row is a tangled mess of flaming, exploding wreckage. "18 ships, including all 8 battleships, are sunk or badly damaged. West Virginia, hit by 6 torpedoes, sinks in the mud. Arizona, ripped by one of her own exploding magazines, takes 1,177 burning men to the bottom. Oklahoma, hit by 10 torpedoes, capsizes in 20 minutes. California, hit by 2 torpedoes and with 1 magazine exploded by a bomb, sinks in the mud. Maryland, shielded by the Oklahoma, survives with damage. Tennessee, bombed and showered by flaming debris from the Arizona, burns all day and all through the night. More than 2,400 Americans are dead, more than 1,100 wounded. Nearly 200 planes are destroyed, 159 others damaged. The Japanese losses, 29 planes and 5 midget submarines, a total of 64 lives lost. their objective more successfully than they ever imagined. Leon Kolb would immediately join the battle for the Marshall Islands and the Pacific. Airman Maruyama would return to Japan as a hero and fight again in the battles of Midway and Okinawa. The greatest disaster in American naval history has ended, but the attack at Pearl Harbor has done the opposite of what the Japanese anticipated. Rather than demoralize the United States, Americans have suddenly become united and ready to do whatever it takes to fight back.